Hello, it is I, Eatin Shit Food Reviews. And here I am. I decided that I was walking through the supermarket here. I'm still in the United States. And I decided I want to try out these things. I kept seeing these things everywhere and I was extremely curious. I'm a big milk fan, and I'm also a big fan of any way in which we can make milk fun, which is what this thing says that we do. It boasts only 4 grams of sugar and only 17 calories. This is a Dippin Dots straw, s'mores flavored magic milk straw. Here's the straw itself. As you can see, it's filled with these little beads that look like silica gel, and they're multicolored. The idea is, of course, you suck the milk through the straw, the milk strains through the beads, and the beads add to the milk some flavor. Now, let me just take a look here. There's only 17 calories in this, plus the calories from the milk, of course. And it has some little instructions on the back. It says, easy to use. Stick a Dippin Dots flavored straw into a fresh glass of milk and sip. Do not cut. Alright? So I'm not supposed to cut these things off, otherwise beads will just wind up everywhere. And one thing I did notice, actually, one thing I wanted to take note of, is that the ingredients were sugar, glucose, syrup, dextrose, natural and artificial flavors, low-fat cocoa powder, and then sweetener. Sucralose, artificial sweetener. Which that part I find to be a little bit like unsettling. Okay, because I don't know, call me like a crazy person or something, but I'm not the biggest fan of artificial sweeteners. I don't think that they're that good for you. All right, and either way, I think if somebody's putting an artificial sweeteners into something, they should be a little more upfront about it, right? I've noticed like a very big trend in foods where you'll see that it only has so many calories and only so many grams of sugar, but in reality, they've just replaced the sugar with artificial sweetener, the health benefits of which are like very much like in debate. All right. However, I have these things just the same. I have my fresh cup of milk from the measuring cup. I would like to pretend that I want it to be precise and get the exact right amount of milk, but the truth is, we're just out of cups. I don't want it to do this. All right, so let's get going here. I'm just going to stick this in. All right. Well, as you can see, the milk's kind of gone through the straw here. And let me tell you what kind of experience. Let me tell you the experience I was hoping for and what I got. What I had imagined was I imagined holding my lips up to this thing and drinking the milk and having it taste exactly like store-bought chocolate milk. You know, the stuff that comes pre-mixed and everything like that. That's what I had envisioned. That's what I thought this was going to be. What instead I got was milk, still, that's a little bit tougher to drink because you have to like suck it through this like pinched end straw that looks like someone chewed on. And then you have only the vaguest hint of flavor. In fact, I can't even taste anything. I only have an awareness that there might be a flavoring involved, if that makes any sense, When something's like supposed to be flavored, but it's so weak and watery that you only know that it might have a tinted flavor, that's what I'm left with here. The weakness of these things are like the, how would I put this now? Yeah, the weak flavor is somewhat you can kind of make up for that by sipping slowly, right? It's mitigated by a bit of a slower sip, right? If you take in the milk a little more slowly, you kind of get a bit more of a burst of flavor. But even if you keep sipping slowly, that dissipates pretty quickly. See, that first sip there had a full s'more. I had some full s'more flavor. And then only after a couple of seconds, it was completely gone, regardless of how slowly I sipped. So you really just have to sit there and let them dissolve. But also, take a look at this. Almost all the beads have completely dissolved. I barely tasted anything. And this thing cost me $2.
How many straws?
You get 4 straws in a pack. You get 5 straws in a pack, and that's at, I believe, $2. I spent $2 on this thing, right? I was really excited. However, I'm no longer excited anymore. You know what? It's stupid as hell, kind of, because it makes drinking the milk actually impossible. In fact, I can feel like a rough spot on my tongue because I'm sucking so stinking hard, trying to get the milk out of this damn thing, that it's like injuring my mouth. It's impossible. In fact, every time I've used these things, I've just gotten fed up throwing the straw in the garbage and just chugged the milk. Because I want the milk more than I want whatever, like, fictitious flavor that they have in the straw, you know what I mean? Like, they may as well paint beads on the outside and just, and try to use the power of suggestion. Because the actual, like, the actual flavor they're putting forth just isn't working. The effort is not there. So, I don't know. Maybe it's something for little kids. Maybe little kids would like it. But I probably wouldn't want to give my kids a deadly bunch of artificial sweetener. I just don't think they're that good. I'm really let down because I was really excited for them. And, like, it just wasn't all that it cracked up to be. So, if you're like me, and you're, like, interested in these things, do yourself a favor and just pass. There's better things you can do. Buy a whole buttload of Nesquik if you want. Or make actual s'mores. I don't know. That's actually one thing I wanted to say, though. The flavor itself, the nature of the flavor, isn't really the problem here. You know, like the actual s'mores flavor doesn't taste so bad, you know. Like, when you do get a burst of flavor, it tastes okay. It's not something that's, like, offensive or disgusting to me. And it actually does kind of taste s'more-y. However, it's just that, like, you get, like, legitimately 2 sips worth of flavor, and that's it at all. So, this has been Eatin' Shit Food Reviews. Enjoy your milk as I'm about to enjoy mine.